All right. Who's going to be in the studio today? It is your one, your only, John Staten.
Oh, we should have done like What's My Line, and people should have guessed by giving me clues. What do you do for a living? Nothing. Oh, it's John. It's John. That's who it is.
You are the last person in the world to be said doing nothing. This guy, if he's here, he's in motion, he's doing something. Actually, I got in this morning, and I thought you were a chipmunk.
You taught me this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, the chipmunk. Yeah, the commercial.
You're talking so fast. I was like, holy moly, we have an infestation.
I'm a descendant from the Micro Machines guy. Do you remember him? It was this kind of balding, short guy who talked real fast with these commercials back in the 80s, I guess it was.
I do have a vague, familiar...
They called him the Micro Machine Man or something.
Really?
I think he did other stuff, but that was what he was really known for those commercials. He would, I think he might have held the record for fastest talker at one point.
You know that they have a competition for that, because they have a competition for anything and everything, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to be in it. But I have to do it for a living.
Man, you've been a busy man.
So have you. Yeah.
Well, both of us.
I'm going to complicate you on what you did over the weekend. He's got things in here looking very well.
Hopefully it's working a little bit better. I like the bigger screen over here. It's nice.
Yeah.
Because our radio audience can see that, and they're real interested in the size of our...
It puts off more heat than the one we had.
People want to know the size of our screen.
It's a, what is it,
TCL? Oh, no.
Yeah, TCL screen.
TCL, Roku TV.
It's a smart screen. It was too smart for me, so I brought it in and we used it.
Well, I like it a lot because how big are these buttons? They're about like 2 inches. 2 inches. You can't really miss them, but
no, it's. I can see it from way over here. That's what's really great about it.
Oh, did you see the feet? I actually,
Yes,
I sliced my cedar board.
I see.
And it could have been better.
He's got it propped ever so slightly to.
Cedar, man, it's
great.
Brand new cedar. I know, it was fun. It was actually fun being down here for a little while, a little piece of quiet. So, hey, do you know what today is?
It's Monday. I know that much.
What else is important about today?
I don't know, but I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
I'm not telling anybody. It's my secret. If you want to talk about something, please call 434-394-0924. This is WFLO AM 870 Farmville, and we are your hometown radio station. So we're here to serve you. So let us know if there's anything you'd like to talk about. If not, you guys are going to listen to John and I banter.
Lots of bantering.
Just hopefully it doesn't go too far. You know, one of these days we're going to be in here like wrestling. Like, I can't believe you said that. All right, maybe not. I am old. I don't know how many 60-year-olds
I'm not as spry as I used to be.
No, yeah, me either.
I can still slap on the figure 4 leg lock.
I would probably not want to scrap with you, I've scrapped enough in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might kill me. Anyway,
the avocado's facing us today.
Yes, he is.
Is that a significant thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
My first day on the radio, we talked about avocados. So
anyway, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I interrupted you.
My dear sweet partner, she ordered that. Well, she's like, yeah, and now it's great. I just bring her into the shop every day.
But go ahead with what you were saying.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You ready for it?
Not really, but let's go.
Today's the first day of spring.
With all 18 degrees of it, too. Yeah.
The Old Farmer's Almanac.
That's why I never would have thought of it being spring, because I'm sort of going, it's cold enough to be winter still.
Yeah, I was saying on the Old Farmer's Almanac, it's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, just because it's the first day of spring doesn't mean spring is here.
No, it doesn't.
And then it had to go list all the record snow-breaking falls around the country.
Yeah.
We're going to get there, though. I know
at some point. Yeah.
I knew it. Actually, when I left the house this morning, there was actually a little bit of sun. It was getting a little brighter, I guess, on the horizon. Mm-hmm. So I stayed in bed just long enough that I could get that. All right. March 20th is World Flower Day. Mm-hmm. And it's not flower as in Flower.
Oh, it's the baking stuff.
It is the baking stuff. That stuff made out of wheat. That's in everything. So I want to know this. They have a picture of kids eating a giant Subway sandwich. I'm not really sure why. There's a lot of bread there, so it might be.
Eat fresh.
So World Flour Day recognizes the importance of flour in our daily diets. WFLO, you're on the air.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
I would just like to make two very short but important announcements today.
Great.
The first is to remind everyone of the electoral board meeting this evening in Buckingham County.
That's tonight.
Yes, 7 p.m. at the Ag Building, right on Route 60, and the Ag Building is between the Administrative Building and the Arts Council.
Okay.
And I really urge everyone to come out to these electoral board meetings so you can see and hear firsthand what's going on in the county. The other thing is I'm hoping to speak if I can get there early enough to sign up because, they only allow 30 minutes maximum of public comment.
Oh, wow.
But the second thing I would like to mention is that my hope is to give a big shout-out to all of our officers of election in Buckingham County. These are dedicated public servants who have served this county faithfully for countless years to ensure free and fair elections in this county. And some of these people have served for like 35 years as officers of election. Wow. So, again, I urge especially my fellow officers of election to please come out tonight because I do want to give them a big shout out, and also the other citizens of the county so that we can all show our appreciation to these dedicated public servants. And that's really all I wanted to say, and thank you again for giving me the time.
Oh, our pleasure, and I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.
Okay, thank you, and you guys carry on.
Thank you, dear.
Bye.
Bye.
Great call. I like that information. So the electoral meeting is tonight at 7 p.m. That's for Buckingham. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be a big, important. I bet we hear a little bit about it tomorrow.
Could be.
In tomorrow's show, we're also supposed to have wild bird horse rescue in here. I met these people months ago. Mm-hmm. Those people that are just kind of amazing. They just kind of give, and they're kind of shiny and super intelligent people. So
shiny, happy people?
Very much so. Okay. They're around horses all day. How could you really go wrong? Well, can't. I love it when John just stares at me like, what do you want me to say, man? I can't.
Of course.
So that's what was going on in there.
That's exactly what was going on.
I knew something was happening.
I was like, what reference can I use?
You're like one of those sequencing machines. You just push it somewhere and it gives you
a vast amount of useless knowledge in this skull here.
Yeah, well, hey, it pays off for this job.
For this job. You can't do it in much other lines of work.
See how blessed you really are. All right, let's see if there's any more interesting this day in the world. National Proposal Day.
Were you actually proposed to someone?
That's what I was saying. It's an interesting day to choose it, considering it's only 18 degrees.
Since we're here at Cold together, let's...
I guess everybody's not here in our space. Yeah. Oh, well.
I don't know.
So Proposal Day. I guess a lot of people propose on this day in March. Maybe it's because
I would not know.
You know why? Think about it. Why would people propose on today?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's the first day of spring. It's kind of like, it's ceremonial. It is I don't know what it is. But, think about that.
You're asking a lifelong bachelor.
Yeah, I was actually just going to ask you, like, all right, how would you propose?
I wouldn't. I mean, I propose not to propose.
All right, then.
Good, anyway.
Something you don't have to worry about. That's great. All right.
I found a way to erase all those words.
What they're saying, what John's saying is he'd really like to meet somebody.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what's
Go
going
to the
on.
movies with, have dinner.
The movies.
Breakfast.
Those things cost an arm and a leg.
Dancing. Yeah. All right. So, all right. I gotta wonder now. You made me wonder. Why do they call it an arm and a leg? It costs you an arm and a leg. I know that's an expensive price to pay for something, but why is it? Why not your nose and your ear, or your eyeball and your foot?
I need to look
maybe
that up.
somebody else.
We need to look that up.
Maybe somebody out there knows
Where did
about
that term come from?
Mm-hmm. It is number 434-394-0924. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments about spring, Proposal Day, Flower Day, or National Native HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. Wow. That's a heavy day, actually. National Ravioli Day. How do you feel about that?
I don't mind ravioli. I don't eat them. I don't eat it very much, but
yeah, it's not what you order at the restaurant most of the time.
I only recall eating ravioli at home when I was a kid,
like Chef Boyardee.
Oh, exactly.
True. Yeah. Well,
I don't remember getting it. If I was in a restaurant, it was either pizza and or spaghetti or something like that. I never asked for ravioli.
It's very unpredictable, I mean, seriously, since you can't see inside, you really don't know before you...
It's the mystery inside.
It is, though, right? It's like this, oh, wow, I got the cat food ones this time. Yay, good for us. All right. What would you like to think about? We do have celebrity birthdays. We could go down that road.
Speaking of which, I need to grab those. But go ahead, start naming off some names here.
I would, but my computer just froze up, so, I might have to go on to something else, unfortunately. Celebrity birthdays. Good morning. No, go away. Thank you. Hey, how's your computers and phones working these days?
At home?
Let's say for the last month or two.
I can't say that anything's been
really
slow or bad or not working correctly. Why? How about you?
I just feel like there's so many times I'm locking up, and I've got great internet, so I think there's a lot of hacking going on. Actually, my PayPal account got hacked this last weekend.
Last weekend?
This weekend.
Oh, this weekend.
Oh, I was so upset. It was tough. I mean, they didn't really get anything. It was just the process of having to get a new credit card and everything else. So, anyway, okay. Celebrity birthdays should we go ahead and do yesterday's birthdays, celebrity birthdays?
Nah, unless there's somebody of major importance.
Yeah, maybe I'll scroll through here because usually I don't recognize a majority of these people.
Neither do I. But
and
go ahead.
Probably most people out there don't really care. Okay, singer Ruth Pointer of the Pointer Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's 77.
She the one that has the man voice? There's one that has a real low voice. I don't know which one it is.
I don't either. That's a darn good
Because when I
question.
would hear the song Automatic, I would always go, is that a guy? When I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then when I hear Rush, I go, is that a girl? I was always curious as to...
Yeah, maybe somebody out there knows at 434-394-0924. This is your hometown radio station, so hey, give us a call. Let us know what's going on today. I know we're having a little bit of fun here this morning, and we can have fun with you. But if something comes along that's serious, like tonight's electoral meeting at 7 p.m. in Buckingham, that's good. We can throw those things in also. All right, where's my mouse? Oh, Bruce Willis.
Birthday yesterday?
Yes. Oh, that's cool. It's my son's birthday. It was yesterday.
Okay.
So,
Happy belated birthday to your son.
So here I am. I'm on FaceTime with my son. I've got a fire going because it's pretty cold yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I almost ran out of wood. All I had was these pieces that were kind of slightly too big, and sometimes they go, sometimes they don't. So I put them inside. So I'm talking to my son, and I pick up a log, and I start putting it in the stove. well, it won't fit, but now it's on fire and it won't fit. And I'm like,
so you held it until it got smaller, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was an option, I suppose. So here I am. I'm pulling this log out. I'm trying to talk to my son on his birthday, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but I got to call you back. So just some of the things I do. And Bruce Willis shares his birthday, so that's nice. Drummer Zach Lind of Jimmy Eat World. Do you know him?
I've heard of the band, but I don't know who he is. No.
All right, then we'll just go right into March 20th. Celebrity birthdays. Country singer, guitarist, Ranger Doug of the Riders in the Sky. Riders in the Sky. Oh, remember them?
Vaguely.
Oh, holy moly. Well, he's 77, so he's I don't even remember. When was that band around? In the 60s? Or
I don't know. Huh. It's possible.
Actor David Thewlis.
Exactly.
He's from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
I'll take your word for that.
Hey, did you read or see any of those lovely movies?
No.
Huh. You missed out. There's a whole culture there, you know.
Yeah, and I don't want to. I don't need to be in it.
There's
enough people that like that stuff. That was more of a Conan the Barbarian. That's what I like. I like my violence, and I like it when he would do clown. You ever notice anything he said with an R actually had an L sound to it?
Oh yeah,
Clom, not crom, clom. Just a small observation.
I see that.
Go ahead.
So you're talking about, Conan the Barbarian.
I love that movie as a
flashback. Kid. Yeah, it was like kind of cutting edge back then.
It was.
Have you rewatched it later in your adult life?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Was it just as good?
Yeah, because it's one of those things for me that's like. I don't know if it's rose-colored glasses, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. That's always going to have. It's like the Superman movie, the original one with Christopher Reeve. That's always going to have a place in my heart because it stems from when I was very young when I saw it.
Yeah, a lot of those things.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can look at some things and go, they could have done that a little bit better. But overall, the joy of watching it as a kid stays with me, and I'll always have a. There are some movies you go back and go, what in the world was I thinking here?
Yeah,
or old cartoons or something like that. But
yeah, I don't know. Conan, the set on that is like today's amazing quality of CGI. You know, they can do anything. And
but they do too much of it.
They have pretty high budget.
I miss the days of actual practical effects.
Yeah, but their sets look like they were built with Legos. I mean, it was like I'm just saying comparatively, not that they were really that bad.
You know that thing. I don't know if you remember the movie that well, but at the end of that film where he takes out Thulsa Doom, James Earl Jones. They built that
the city on rock and roll.
Well, that too, but they built that long thing with the steps that goes all the way up on the side. Yeah. I mean, it looks good because it is actually there.
Oh, so the mountain going up to James Earl Jones's lair,
or whatever. But and you know what? As soon as that scene was over and he throws the flame into it, and they actually burn it. I couldn't do something to something I built like that, destroy it like that.
Yeah,
you hear those stories though
all the time. Yeah, it's amazing, Hollywood.
But anyway, where were we?
Well, we were at sort of Harry Potter thing, and what it did is it triggered something for me was that Fran Woods. Mm-hmm. He brings me wood sometimes. If he sees an interesting piece of wood, he'll bring it over so I can do artwork with it.
Okay.
Well, he brought me over 2 or 3 of these sticks that were twisted. They were just perfectly, beautifully twisted. Mm-hmm. And when you sand them down, they're this velvety kind of cream color. And so I made a few wands, magic wands out of them. And they were very powerful magic wands.
You make magic wands.
Dude, and they're powerful. I mean, I made one that was so powerful, I was afraid to sell it. But I sold it.
I love peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
I sold it to Fran. So,
Cool.
I knew it would be in good hands. It would be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Fran, Fran's doing as well as expected.
Good.
He's doing good with his medications.
Good.
He's gaining some weight. And
That's great.
And the meds are kind of new, and they're designed to kind of stave off the progression of the disease.
Well, that's great.
But still, he really, really likes his letters, and he likes his cards.
Of course.
It means a lot to him, and since he's been a staple of our community for so many years,
That he is.
it'd be great if you guys have a chance to drop him a line. And that's at 175 Crescent Road. That's where you can
Good
mail him.
memory.
Well, thank goodness he's my neighbor.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must help to have this live that close to him.
That's the only reason. Well, and Chris has said it too. So anyway, let's move along. Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Actor Nick Blood. You ever watch Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I enjoy it.
I know the show, but I have not watched it.
Okay, it's good. It's good. I'm trying to figure out who Nick Blood is in that. He's probably a main character, and I'm not good at names, so you know how it goes. All right. Anything else you would like to talk to?
Were those the celeb birthdays?
Yeah, you got the
actual,
you got the actual birthdays?
local
Hey,
birthdays. Yeah.
we might as well do the birthdays. Hold on tight. This edition of The Weather is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County. All right, the weather this morning. It is 27 degrees outside. We are warming up a little bit. It looks like beautiful sunshine all day. It's just not going to get very warm, but it will get up to about 51 degrees. On Tuesday, it's going to be cloudy in the morning with a low of 29, getting up to 62. On Wednesday, the low bottom is only 39 and going up to 59. So we're starting to warm up. Those lows are starting to get higher. And on Thursday, we have cloudy conditions with low temperatures of 47 degrees and a high of 75.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound great? Although, remember last week they promised us like all these warm days or something, and they never showed up. So hopefully we will disseminate correct information and not wrong information. Well, on Thursday, the low is going to be 47 with a high of 75. Friday, a low of 58. Cloudy during the day, but a high of 80. I bet that's
why I don't
bit
do the weather
muggy.
past 3 days a lot of times, because you can't rely on this stuff.
It's true. It's
It
very
changes as I'm saying it.
Yes. I was going to say the same thing. I mean, and last week
you
it was...
you can read it, but it doesn't mean it's going to be that.
I agree. You know, when they do 10 days out, it's like,
Yeah.
well, what's kind of a guarantee, though, if they predict something at 10 days out,
Right.
you can guarantee that that's wrong.
Pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So,
But
anyway.
go ahead. I'll let you finish doing
No.
your weather there.
I'm done.
Did you
We're
say what
good.
the current was?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
is-
27 degrees.
27.
Yeah, that's what it told me.
Moving on up, moving on up.
Unfortunately, the
Oh, so sorry.
the computer doesn't. All right, calm down, John. Somebody call up and help me
27,
out
that's
to
great.
call and help. I'm calm, John.
Calm down.
All right, hey, you got any birth? Oh wait, let me play a little birthday music if we're going to do birthdays. Well,
Should we play the sponsor first or not?
we didn't play. Yeah, we played the sponsor, didn't we?
To the weather.
Oh, are you saying the Terry Atkins one?
Well, you got the script. You tell me.
The birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson PC.
Well, I can do some, I guess, and then we'll play the spot and then come back and do some more.
There you go.
All right. Today is the 20th, right?
We are changing it up.
Are we? Correct me. We are
Yes,
the
yes.
okay.
It's the 20th. You're
All
correct.
right, here we go. So, you pot it down a little. Thank you. Your birthday.
I noticed that.
All right, for the 20th, here we go. March 20th, happy birthday going out to Fonseca Holman. Here, take a look and see if I'm anywhere in the vicinity of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Tabby Witt also having a birthday today.
Happy birthday, Tabby.
And since, other than that, I have the birthdays here on this calendar, so I guess we'll play the spot now
All
and
right.
we'll come back with those.
Sounds like a great idea. All right, dude.
All right. I'm doing my best here. Small print over top of letters is never good. It looks like Bud Cox,
Hey, bud.
Jordan L. Fisher. Happy birthday going out to Judy Worsham, Teresa B. Ewing of the, not the Ewings in Dallas, obviously. Or maybe so, I don't know. Taylor Nethery or Nethery? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Netherly. Sounds good.
Yeah. Those are the birthdays for the 20th.
Well, happy birthday, everybody that was on the list. If you have a
Nethery?
anniversary, you can send those also to our mail. What do we have? Birthdays? You can do it
birthdays
at
at WFLO.net, I guess.
Uh-huh. And if you ever don't get through, just use general at WFLO.net, and we will get it to where it needs to go. It is Monday morning. Oh, my goodness. Monday morning.
All day it's Monday.
I hope you guys out there have a great day. This is the Call Flow Show. The number to call is 434-394-0924. I'm still looking on the wall for the number. You think I would have it memorized by now.
That's what it's there for.
But it's just habit, you know. It's like, I got to make sure it's right. I haven't been at this
It's not
very
just
long.
for you. I did it for me as well, so I can look up and go.
Huh. Oh, you did that?
Yeah. You
Hey.
can't tell by the handwriting.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I can read it.
Okay.
Sure. Better than mine.
Well, it's mostly for when people call and ask me when we're not doing the show, what's the number to call Flow? And it'll hit me. I'm like going, I don't know. And then I have to look.
Oh. You know who actually brought us those birthdays? It was Terry Atkins, Terry Atkins Wilson, who brought those birthdays.
You mean they sponsored them?
You know, they did sponsor
She
them,
sponsored.
and I just wanted to make sure I followed up on that. You know,
Yeah.
because they do a lot for us, and
Yes.
and they do a lot for the community. And for all the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson PC, Main Street in Farmville. They will take care of you there. Let's see. It is 8:36 outside. It is 27 degrees. This is the Call Flow Show.
He meant that's what's outside, and the time is 8:36. Is that what you meant?
I have no idea what I said now.
You said it was 8:36 outside, I think.
Did I really? I probably said and outside.
Well, I guess time-wise,
is.
it would be 8:36. If you looked around and saw a clock, that's what it would say.
Alrighty then. Let's poke at the news. What about that? Oh, Taylor Swift kicks off a U.S. Eras tour at Super Bowl Stadium. So Super Bowl Stadium's in Glendale, Arizona.
That's where the previous Super Bowl was held.
Yeah, so that's when I'm surprised that they reference it this way, you know, the Super Bowl Stadium. I don't think that's all it is. I thought it was like a Pac Bell Park or something like that. Anyway, irrelevant. Taylor Swift opened her U.S. concert series with a 3-hour tour of her career.
A 3-hour tour.
All right.
I gotta get a little buddy.
All right, if you know what that song is, call 434-394-0924. I was a fanatic. I was dedicated to my Gilligan's Island.
Okay, question then.
Oh no.
No. It's an easy question.
Okay.
Maybe.
Is there a right and wrong answer?
I don't know. Depends how you look at it. Ginger or Marianne?
Well, come on.
No.
No, I'm married.
Until you say.
I'm married.
No, I'm talking about when you watched it when you were young and all that sort of stuff.
Both.
Both.
Yeah,
Interesting answer.
They were. I always tried to see the other side of the coin,
I got you.
and they did kind of. They were both really cute. Actually, Marianne was. I was more probably attracted to her intelligence.
I guess that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
I got to meet Dawn Wells.
Oh, really?
Twice, as a matter of fact. Yeah, real nice lady.
Which jail were you in? I mean, oh no, what? Why?
No, it was at one of these meet and greet type things.
Oh, with your dad, or?
Yep.
Ah,
yep.
Tell me more about this story.
Well, she had no problem giving guys kisses on the cheek.
Nice. Yeah.
I didn't get one, but I didn't ask for one. But
we could maybe
But
call her up.
I'll be serious. She was a real sweet, real nice lady.
That's cool. That's very cool. It's hard to tell when a celebrity has gotten too big in their head versus they're all just human beings.
For me, it's easy to tell because the way they act, their attitude, their persona, whatever you want to call it, you can tell right away whether they really want to be there or the opposite. They really enjoy hearing from the fans and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I can understand that, oh, gee, I got to come out here and sit there and sign autographs for an hour or two or whatever, and I'd rather be at home. I get that.
Cool.
But I mean, not that I understand what it's like to do that. I just meant I could see where to somebody like that would be boring.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, working at Cherokee and seeing famous people come in and out, it was just like, I'd like to say there's all different kinds, but there were very few that were so egotistical that they wouldn't sit down and talk with you. You know, I mean, it's just people are people. Unless they were in too big of a hurry or something like that.
Right.
But there were a few, and I won't mention them here. I don't want to blaspheme anyone.
Okay. Good.
But yeah, there are people who just are too important for the likes of me.
So that's why you don't play Eddie Money.
Yeah. Go, Eddie. Okay. Oh, you know what we got now? We got the Farmville Herald. Maybe we can find some local news from them.
If you see anything worth mentioning.
I do see a picture of some very happy people with a caption that says, "Town prepares to celebrate Arbor Day." Arbor Day is a funny little day, you know. You get out there, you plant your trees. It's all good. It's just, you just don't know. It comes and goes without a lot of pomp or circumstance, we would hope. All right. How about you, John? What's on your mind today?
The things I should be doing instead of just chewing the fat.
Oh,
All the responsibilities.
I already knew that this was in your priority list, lower than any other thing that feels productive.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. It just there are.
This is
obviously
your
other,
job,
there's
you know.
Well, part of it.
Yeah,
but there are things that need to be done. And
if the salespeople would leave us alone, we'd be great, man.
We got to talk about later where Danny's buying our lunch at.
That's
later
right.
Today.
That's right. We don't know, do we?
No, not yet.
He buys it almost every day, but and he lets us figure out where to eat. That's the best part of it all. Go, Danny. All right, let's see. There is a patchwork project crafted to honor Virginians. Sorry, folks. We're a little inside here.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, here's one that should be near and dear to your heart because it's in your neck of the woods.
Okay.
Central Virginia Custom Meats coming to Buckingham County. Are you aware of this?
No.
A new custom butcher shop. I know from talking to people during hunting season that it's really hard to get somebody to process your deer or whatever. Yeah. And most of them are doing deer so they don't get any of the beef done for a lot of other people. So anyway, new custom butcher shop sounds like a great idea.
It does.
So the shop
I wish them well.
It's coming to Dillon and it's set to open... Sorry. This is just very soon.
Oh, there's no actual date listed?
No, but it's going to be very soon. Come on.
In the near future.
Central Virginia Custom Meats and Company is located at 2903 Troublesome Creek Road.
Okay.
That's in Route 15 in Dillon. How close are you to that?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not that far away from it.
Yeah, you're in Dillon. So this address of Troublesome Creek Road, is the creek troublesome? or the road.
It can if we get a lot of rain, I guess.
Well, that's good. I mean, it would be nice if they actually gave us a date, but like you said, I wish they
Hang
would.
on to your hats.
I think they're going to have plenty of business. The location will focus on providing custom meat cuts for folks who bring their cows, pigs, sheep, and goats. They're also to be live animals on site for those without their own animal but still interested in fresh cut. That, oh my goodness, that's just not quite right. But it sounds like they're carving off pieces of animal, if you don't have your own. That's what it sounded like. Sorry. A little gross, I know. I apologize.
It's okay.
You forgive me? I pulled that one up because of the Dillwyn connection.
No, I'm glad you did, because I was unaware.
If you got anything you'd like to talk about, please call us up at 434-394-0924.
It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed since the last
Dude,
time.
I was doing a few other things at the same time. It's not always that
He's
easy.
multitasking.
Oh, some news. Looks like maybe, Cumberland news. Drivers, passengers treated after Route 60 accident in Cumberland. Did you see any of that? Did it affect you in any way?
Was not out that way.
No?
No.
4 people were injured and taken to different hospitals for treatment after accident Friday afternoon in Cumberland County.
And we should be crediting the Farmville Herald.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Cumberland Volunteer Fire Department was called out at 2:10 p.m., just a mile west of the intersection of VA 45. So it doesn't... According to the department officials, a vehicle was heading westbound with a trailer and 2 ATVs when it slowed down to make a turn. It slowed down and finally stopped on the road, waiting for an eastbound car to pass by.
I don't know how much we should be reading this stuff.
I thought it was going to be interesting.
Well,
I really did. I thought it was going to pick up.
The only reason I say that is that why buy the paper if we're
know.
If we're going to read it all for them. I mean, I understand giving a headline and maybe talking about it a little bit, but this is no thing on you by any means.
Opinions?
Let me tell you about sports.
Okay, you're the sports man. What kind of sports did you have today?
This is Howard Cosell, and we're no. Did we skip something like what was that other wonderful stuff you usually do? What is that? This day in history and whatnot.
I would. Seriously, I would.
Yeah.
The problem is this computer is just...
Oh, is it giving you fits?
It is. That's kind of what I was asking earlier.
I was wondering what was going on.
So I'm kind of...
I'm sorry that it's giving you issues. What is it? Just connection issues? Or
It's just freezing up.
Okay.
Just freezing up.
Might be because you have a lot of stuff up on there.
It might be.
You might want to drop some of that stuff off.
Yeah. It's probably a good idea. What is this? Oh. Okay.
He's taxing the internet with too much.
So here's an article. It's Lance Reddick, The Wire and John Wick stars. He died at 60 today.
I did see that.
So, you did?
I saw that story, yeah.
He just looks like such a nice guy. WFLO, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. My name is Heidi Divya-Bertu, and I just want to flag for everyone. Tonight is a happening night in Buckingham. I think they heard the electoral board is meeting, and there's a shout-out for everyone to show up. And also would really love for people to show up to the Planning Commission's work session on creating a zoning law or zoning amendment that would ban metallic mining. And the reason I'm going to be there is, well, certainly because I don't want metallic mining in Buckingham or Virginia, but also I'm on the supervisors, Buckingham supervisors, created a committee to look at the results of the study that we, the coalition of organizations in Buckingham and across the state created, which was to study the impacts of gold mining to Virginia. And that report came out December 1st of last year, and there was only one meeting, and that meeting sent the directive back to the supervisors to ask them to create a zoning law to ban gold mining. Unfortunately, that's all they did. There's a lot more work that needs to be done. So, but this is one of the initial steps. And my concern is that the Planning Commission has invited to the table tonight industry and not the people. And so I am the lone person representing the people, because the committee, I know this is a bit complicated, but the committee has been invited to the work session tonight, and the committee consists of Jordan Miles, Harry Bryant, and myself. And Jordan and Harry are both supervisors, and I am representing the people, the residents of the county. So, and so on top of that, they've invited industry to the table. And so my question is, do you really think that industry is going to want to ban anything? That's very doubtful. The last time they showed up was when the supervisors, it took about 6 months, but when the supervisors in the summer of 2020 discovered that there was exploratory drilling happening in Buckingham, they were all quite miffed that it was happening without them knowing it. But there's no laws that, well, let's put it this way. The county attorney interpreted the existing law to say that because it wasn't a listed activity that you could do, that it was illegal. And then industry came in and said, yes, it is legal. And so they went back and forth, and the supervisors took direction from industry and made it legal to be able to explore for minerals, whatever, gold, without a permit. Well, you and I, if we want to drill for water, we need a permit. And there should be, it doesn't have to be overly restrictive. It's just the county should know when and where, and there should be oversight, and we should know how deep it just like with water, how deep they're drilling, how wide, and did they cover it up, and where it is, and so forth. So there's oversight. But that all was shut down. So that's another project that needs to happen, is that that permitting needs to be required for this. But industry is going to come in again and say tonight, no, we don't need any permitting. So the people need to speak up. And it's the popular opinion is that people do not want metallic mining. But you got to show up and speak that.
Right.
I know you've been trying to say something. Sorry.
No. I've been fine. I was just going to sort of reiterate a little bit of what you're talking about. The electoral meeting tonight is at 7 p.m. in Buckingham, and there is this call to get out. It doesn't matter if you're just there as the public or if you're an electoral representative or what. It sounds like a lot of important stuff is going on, and the shout out is to get there tonight, because tonight's the night.
Yes, at 7. Yeah, and I guess I didn't say that the Planning Commission work session on gold mining is at 6.
Okay.
So it's packed, and they're right across the road from each other. The Planning Commission is where they always meet in the main hall. I always forget what it's called, Francisco something or other.
Okay.
Hall. Yeah, and
also, if you send the details here in our either general or what's another one, and just general at WFLO.net, we can probably get this read a few times if we've got the details that we need.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Cool.
That's very helpful.
Thank you. And I appreciate you calling. Yeah.
Okay. And thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay. Have a good day.
There is a lot of interest in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get why they want to ban Metallica.
I think that...
You fell for it, folks.
I did fall for it. I did. Hook, line, and sinker. Still reeling me in.
I'm sorry. I had to make light
You
of
did.
it.
It took you all that time to think that up, didn't you?
No, it came rather quickly,
Right,
actually.
naturally. You're such a clown.
I know.
Yeah, but I did think you were going to ask about.
No, I'm not.
What's the problem with metallic mining?
Well, I'm sure there's problems with anything if it goes unchecked, I guess. I mean, but
I don't know the severity
I
of
don't
what mining does. There's. I hate to admit it, but I think I might be part of the general population that really doesn't know a whole heck of a lot about what's going on there.
I don't
So
know.
that's why it's important for people to bring in their community calendar things and stuff so that we can actually
and
get
attend these meetings when they're brought up. Yeah,
we get that message out there. If you have something you'd like to talk about, we got about 5 more minutes. 434-394-0924. Yeah, I probably need to do a little bit of research on that, but you're right. You can't complain if you don't show up.
just like voting. If you don't vote, you can't.
The process seems a little strange to me, too. Wouldn't you think we'd be able to vote on something like that? And that's my misconception most of the time, is that if it's going
There's
to...
a lot of things I think we should be able to vote on that we don't.
If it's going to affect me...
Like our representatives and how much they get paid and their benefits and that sort of thing.
They get paid good?
I'm a big believer in having a say in that.
Yeah? How much
Because they wouldn't get any. They'd get nothing and like it.
What I'm wondering is if I should change professions, if they're paid well.
I would say, I don't mean local. I'm referring to federal.
Oh, yeah, let's not get started on all of that. That's dangerous.
You opened the door.
Dangerous road to go down.
But I use that as an example. But there are other things, even in a local level, that, you would want to have some say as a
I mean, one of the biggest stories right now, I think, in the news, and I hesitate to bring this up, is, but he announced it himself, is Trump, that he believes he's going to be arrested tomorrow. I guess part of this is there's politics here. I mean, the politics here seem a little crazy.
I don't know the whole details on this. Basically, it sounds like that he's in trouble for giving someone hush money. It didn't stay hushed. So I would think there's a discrepancy there.
Did she break the contract?
I would say I'm just throwing it out there. If you pay someone not to say anything, and they turn around and say it anyway,
I hear you.
I don't know. I don't get that.
So anyway,
that's why I wouldn't pay anybody to hush money. They never hush.
Well, it just seems like the least of all the severities of his potential lawsuits coming up.
I think it's a lot of it.
Was that politically good? I mean,
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It sounded harmless to me, but I think it's being done for a particular reason. The election coming back around, and he might throw his hat in it, and we're going to try to keep him from running.
See,
and or throw his name in the mud enough.
That's exactly why I hesitated to bring it up. But I was just thinking of it as a news story.
That's the way I look at
politics in general. Yeah,
they're going after him way more than we are Putin or anyone else that is on the world stage that actually is a threat to us or could be a potential threat.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of like family, We're going to treat you like family. Well, if you know anything about what being in a family is all about, you're the first one to go, no, I want to be treated better than family.
Did you have a dysfunctional childhood?
No, not me.
I just ran into this article that I don't know. I think I like Sandler, and I like Sandler because
What's going on with Adam Sandler?
I think he tries really hard to give a positive message in his work.
Yeah.
And the fact that he owns that whole, he's got that. What's his company? The golfing thing.
Gilmore something?
Yeah, thank you. Happy Gilmore.
Thank you.
Anyway, Sandler receives Mark Twain Prize, praise from comic pals. Sounds cool. A host of...
I'm listening.
Okay. A host of comedic and entertainment royalty gathered Sunday night at Washington Kennedy Center as Adam Sandler received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor.
Okay.
For his part, Sandler placed his hand on the award, a bronze bust of Mark Twain, and speculated that it one day might be the weapon used to bludgeon me in my sleep.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's fun. That's funny. I think a little funny, although it's dark.
Is that a reference to something I'm not
sure,
of?
but I bet it. I'm sure it is. It comes from somewhere. Yeah. Sandler thanked his parents and siblings for what he called that weird, irrational confidence thing that I guess I still have. He's 56, and he came to the national attention on TV's Saturday Night Live. One of Sandler's SNL colleagues, Dana Carvey, remarked before the ceremony, "Who has lasted this long and stayed this beloved." So we were actually talking about Dana earlier.
Yes.
Remember?
Yep.
What was your?
I was doing the grumpy old man, and then we got to talking about Church Lady and some of the other characters.
Maybe a shit. Is that what it is?
We liked it. We loved it.
Yeah, you did, because maybe it was shit.
Dana Carvey was very talented on SNL, I thought, and outside of SNL. But I would have been the right age of watching SNL when people like him were on that show.
All right. It is time for us to end the show. That went by pretty quickly. Thank you so very, very much for saving my
bacon
backside again. I will let you over to the great, confident hands of John Staten, and I'll see you in an hour. Hope you're having a fantastic day.